Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Has Christine Brown and her other sister wives been replaced by Janelle Brown? She acquired new friends. A major turning point in the life of Sister Wives star Janelle Brown occurred in 2022 when she ended her 29-year spiritual marriage to polygamist Kody Brown. Kody's emotional neglect and his tense interactions with their 6 children, Logan, Madison, Hunter, Garrison, Gabriel, and Savannah Brown, were the main causes of her choice to leave. Janelle, who appreciated her autonomy in the polygamous system, believed that Kody's preference for Robyn, his 4th wife, and his lack of involvement with her family rendered the marriage unworkable. Kody was left with just Robyn Brown when Christine Brown left in 2021 and before Mary Brown left in 2023. Janelle's connections with her former sister wives changed after she left Kody. Because of their shared experiences and Christine's role in raising Janelle's kids, the Sister Wives Season 19 star and Christine's relationship grew stronger as they helped one another through their separations. However, their intimacy has been hampered by their physical separation. Christine is from Utah, and Janelle is from North Carolina. Janelle has complex and aloof relationships with Robyn and Mary. Janelle has focused on fostering her relationships with her girlfriends since she was split from her sister wives. To find out more about Janelle's social network, continue reading. Following their divorce, Janelle and Christine grew closer. Brown, Kody. Given their lack of intimacy throughout their joint marriage to Kody, Janelle and Christine's strengthened friendship is especially remarkable. The divide between the two women was exacerbated by their disparate personalities, which were emphasized in Sister Wives Season 19. Janelle is rational and stoic, but Christine is motivated by emotion. Janelle's realistic outlook contrasted with Christine's amorous disposition. As Kody's most envious wife, Christine battled envy, while Janelle, who was the least envious, respected her freedom and enjoyed Kody's occasional absence. Christine, meanwhile, frequently felt ignored and neglected by his sporadic focus. There was no greater contrast between the two women. Their disparate lives were a major contributing factor to Janelle and Christine's lack of intimacy during their marriages to Kody. The Brown family relied on Janelle as their primary provider, although she was frequently away at work. On the other hand, while the other adults were at work, Christine accepted the job of stay-at-home mother and assumed primary responsibility for raising the Brown children. It took a lot of money to support such a large family, which kept Janelle busy. The two ladies seldom ever spent time together due to their different personalities, which further hindered the Sister Wives Season 19 star's capacity to develop a close relationship. Janelle and Christine developed a closer bond after splitting from Kody, spending the holidays with their kids. The Sister Wives Season 19 cast members continue to be close even though they now live far apart. Christine gave Janelle continuous support when she had to deal with the tragic death of her 25-year-old son, Garrison Brown. The strong bond between Janelle and Christine, which is based on shared experiences and concern for one another, endures despite time and space, demonstrating a deep connection that never dies. Does Janelle remain close to Robyn and Mary? Robyn and Janelle have a strained and aloof relationship, whereas Janelle and Mary have a friendly one. Robyn rarely sees Janelle, who split from Kody in 2022, preferring to concentrate on her family and independence. Janelle feels that Robyn and Kody abused her kids during the COVID-19 epidemic, which is the root of their tense relationship. Kody and his 4th wife ended up severing touch with some of the older children because they were so stringent about viral mitigation. Robyn hoped that Kody and Janelle would be able to get back together, but it appears that ship has sailed. Robyn's problems with Janelle were made worse by her erratic storytelling during Sister Wives Season 19, which undermined family trust. She frequently made matters worse by trying to resolve Kody's tense relationships with his adult children, especially with Janelle's and Christine's children. There was a lot of anger among Kody's older children since they frequently believed Robyn's children were given preferential treatment by their father. By 2025, Robyn is still Kody's only wife and leads a monogamous existence after Mary, Janelle, and Christine have all left him. Janelle has become increasingly dependent on her girlfriends. Janelle was a member of a large clan while she and Kody were still married. There was never a lack of people surrounding Kody, who at his height had 4 wives and 18 children. The multiple lifestyle was abandoned by Janelle when she left Kody. Janelle liked polygamy more than her sister wives did. It was difficult for her to go because she enjoyed the way of life. Janelle has had to establish new social ties with people outside of her former family since she started living on her own. The Sister Wives Season 19 star has been hanging out with her girlfriends more and more lately. Recently, Janelle celebrated her birthday by going on a road trip with her girlfriends, and she shared pictures from the trip on Instagram. According to Janelle's caption, "When you have friends who show up to a birthday trip, last month, ready to bring the laughs, tonight I'm grateful for friends old and new." In the pictures, Janelle and her pals are seen having a blast while sporting t-shirts and branded matching hats. The Sister Wives Season 19 star is currently creating her own social network, but in the past, Janelle would have spent her birthday with the large Brown family. The end of an era, why Janelle left Kody&Robyn. Janelle's decision to leave Kody&Robyn wasn't made overnight. Over the years, cracks formed in their spiritual union due to Kody's increasing emotional distance, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. Janelle's children, Logan, Madison, Hunter, Garrison, Gabriel, and Savannah, became collateral damage in Kody's ever-widening disconnect from parts of his family. Kody's increasing favoritism toward Robyn Brown, his fourth and only legal wife, became especially apparent, leaving Janelle, and her children, feeling marginalized. Although Janelle was once considered the least jealous wife and the most pragmatic one, even she couldn't ignore the imbalance and toxicity any longer. Janelle valued the structure of polygamy because of the independence it afforded her. But eventually, the emotional neglect and favoritism weighed too heavily on her. Her decision to separate marked a powerful shift, not just in her personal journey, but in the sister wives' legacy itself. Janelle and Christine, from acquaintances to sisterhood. While they were married to Kody at the same time, Janelle and Christine weren't exactly best friends. In fact, their personalities clashed in ways that made deep friendship difficult. Christine, emotional, traditional, and expressive. Janelle, logical, career-focused, and independent. Christine was a stay-at-home mom who loved motherhood and longed for emotional attention from Kody, while Janelle was the family breadwinner, often away from home, committed to providing for her children. Their responsibilities and temperaments didn't leave much time for bonding. However, everything changed after Christine left Kody in 2021. Their shared experience of walking away from an emotionally unfulfilling marriage created a bond stronger than any they had previously known. Christine, who helped raise some of Janelle's children while Janelle worked, became more than a co-wife. She became a confidant, a cheerleader, and a friend. The two spent holidays together with their children, went on vacations, and publicly supported one another in interviews and on social media. Even when Janelle faced the tragic death of her son Garrison Brown, Christine's unwavering emotional support was evident and deeply appreciated. While physical distance, Christine in Utah, Janelle in North Carolina, has made frequent meetups difficult, the emotional bond between them remains unshakable. Still, it's clear that Janelle is branching out even more, building a wider circle that isn't tied to the Brown family at all. Janelle's relationship with Mary and Robyn in 2025. When it comes to Mary and Robyn, Janelle's relationships tell a very different story. Mary Brown, a polite distance. Mary and Janelle were never particularly close. Their complicated past includes reports of conflict dating back to the early days of their plural marriage, when Janelle left her job working for Mary's family to avoid tension. Over the years, the two managed to remain cordial but never formed the kind of deep emotional connection fans might expect between co-wives. Now, in 2025, Janelle and Mary appear to be on polite, respectful terms, but they're not close. They do not vacation together, attend public events together, or comment often on each other's posts. Their dynamic is best described as civil but emotionally distant. Robyn Brown, practically estranged. Robyn, on the other hand, is a completely different story. Janelle has made no secret of the fact that she believes Robyn enabled and contributed to Kody's emotional abandonment of her children, especially during COVID-19, when Kody and Robyn imposed strict rules that created rifts within the family. Janelle has called out the preferential treatment Robyn's children received from Kody, and fans noticed her growing frustration during seasons 17 and 18 of Sister Wives. Robyn's attempts to rewrite the narrative during Sister Wives season 19 further alienated Janelle, who values honesty and accountability. As of 2025, Janelle and Robyn have minimal, if any, contact. It appears that their relationship may be damaged beyond repair. Janelle's new circle, replacing Sister Wives with real sisters at heart. The biggest shift in Janelle Brown's life post-Kody isn't just where she lives or what she does for work, it's who she spends her time with. Janelle has surrounded herself with a group of new girlfriends who bring joy, laughter, and support to her life in ways that her sister wives perhaps never did. Rather than being bound by religious obligation or family structure, Janelle is now choosing her friendships with intentionality, and fans are loving this new version of her. Birthday trip with girlfriends, a milestone moment. In early 2025, Janelle shared photos from a special birthday road trip she took with several close girlfriends. On Instagram, she wrote, "When you have friends who show up to a birthday trip, last month, ready to bring the laughs. Tonight I'm grateful for friends old and new." In the photos, Janelle looked radiant, relaxed, and truly happy, sporting matching t-shirts and hats with her friends, smiling ear to ear. The carefree vibe and sisterhood evident in the picture sparked an outpouring of fan support, with many praising her for carving out a new life for herself. This celebration was a far cry from the more formal, often tension-filled family events with the Browns. It symbolized freedom, authenticity, and renewal. These friendships are built on shared values, not shared husbands. The women in Janelle's new friend group appear to be aligned with her values: health, empowerment, laughter, and growth. They've supported her through her wellness journey, her grief over Garrison, and her career ventures. She's no longer dependent on the social web of polygamy. She's forming a real community, one chosen by her, not for her. What Janelle's new life says about her evolution. Janelle's decision to branch out and develop strong female friendships outside of the Brown family is more than just a social choice, it's symbolic of her personal evolution. Here's what this shift tells us about Janelle in 2025. She's finally putting herself first. After decades of sacrificing for the Brown family, Janelle is focusing on her own happiness. She's redefining what family means. For Janelle, family used to mean shared spiritual marriages and communal living. Now, it means emotional support, love, and mutual respect, even if those bonds aren't blood-related. She values emotional honesty and joy. With her girlfriends, Janelle is free to laugh, cry, and be herself. She doesn't have to navigate power dynamics or fear judgment. She's healing. Losing a child is devastating, and surrounding herself with strong, supportive women has likely played a crucial role in her ability to move forward. Conclusion: has Janelle Brown replaced Christine, Mary, and Robyn? In many ways, yes, Janelle Brown has replaced her former sister wives, but not out of bitterness or rejection. Instead, she's chosen new kinds of sisterhood that feed her soul rather than drain her spirit. Christine will always hold a special place in Janelle's heart, and the two remain close, despite physical distance. But Janelle is no longer reliant on that bond or any bond forged in polygamy. She has made new girlfriends who are supportive, fun, and uplifting. These women are helping Janelle create the next chapter of her life, one that doesn't center around a man, religious obligation, or family politics, but around joy, choice, and freedom. In building this new sisterhood, Janelle hasn't just replaced her former sister wives, she's redefined what it means to be a strong, empowered woman in her own right. And for Sister Wives fans, watching her thrive is the most inspiring transformation yet. I fell in love, hard. Sister Wives Kody plays the victim again. Did his love ruin the family? Sister Wives star Kody Brown sometimes gets a bad rap, but he has a softer side. Kody can be a very romantic person. In fact, in the show's recent tell-all sneak peek, he admitted that his feelings for Robyn were so intense that they caught him off guard, and that confession made it seem like he was playing a little violin again. Yes, Kody has occasionally dabbled in self-pity, but who doesn't? The argument is that he could be employing a sob story about his deep love to persuade others. If this is the case, his statements may be about shaping a narrative rather than telling an important truth about his life. However, he could be opening up in an honest manner. If so, that is admirable. Kody is fully aware of the harm that preferring one wife, Robyn, caused. He has lost so much, and he believes that his uncontrollable love has destroyed his family. Perhaps Kody never loved his other wives. Kody